Hi everyone, I'm Qian, a PhD student at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. I'm happy to present our work, Bias-Aware Design for Informed Decisions, raising awareness of self-selection bias in user ratings and reviews. This work is done in collaboration with Liu Luo, Meng, Zixin, and my advisor Xiaojuan. We usually take other people's opinions into considerations online, such as user ratings and reviews. A previous survey has shown that around 87% of consumers would like to read online reviews, and 79% of them trust the user reviews as their personal recommendations. However, based on the literature, we know that there is a kind of bias called self-selection bias badly exists in such kind of user-generated data and may affect people's decisions. So, what is the self-selection bias? It's mainly caused by people's subjective participation in giving feedback. This means that people can give or not give their feedback, and this makes the online ratings or reviews not representative of the underlying population. For example, people tend to write reviews only when they are extremely satisfied or unsatisfied with the product or the service they had received. This causes a biased distribution of user ratings that may have more 5-point scores or 1-point scores, like these two examples. Current work tries to reduce the bias by inviting more silent consumers to give their feedback and let them write reviews on both positive and negative aspects. However, they only address the self-selection bias from the management perspective, while they not completely reducing the bias. In our work, we aim to raise people's awareness of the potential bias and mitigate the impact of the self-selection bias on their decisions. We achieve this goal by making the current information transparent. We aim to show the detailed information behind the user rating so that people can be informed of the possibly biased data. So, here we propose the first question. What kind of information can be shown to raise awareness? We choose the hotel booking scenario as it's usually a crucial decision for ordinary users. We the user data of online hotels, we first summarize the general information related to self-selection bias based on the literature and the definition of self-selection bias. We then conduct an online survey to get detailed information people care about when making decisions with ratings and reviews. Finally, we select 3 kinds of information. They are the reviewer's rating experience, emotion level, and reported aspects in user reviews. We decide to show the distribution of these 3 kinds of information behind user ratings. So next, how to show them? We propose the 3 design alternatives based on the general design requirements, collaborating with 3 visualization experts. Then we organize a design study with 12 participants to select the appropriate design. And most of them vote for the second alternative because they are familiar with the distribution shown by the pie charts. Also, we found that participants view the distribution from 2 perspectives, the distribution under one user rating, and they also compared a category distribution among all the user ratings. So we further define the 4th design requirements and improve the second design by adding interactions for people to view the information across different ratings clearly. Here, user could select one category in the legend to view the distribution across user ratings from 1-point score to 5-point scores. Next, we integrate the bias-aware design into a website of hotel booking and collect hotel data from the TripAdvisor platform. We found 3 kinds of rating distributions from the data, and we define their names based on the literature. And we also keep equal number of each kind of distribution on our website. We conduct a between-subject study to evaluate the effectiveness of our design. We implement a similar website with the ordinary bar charts as a baseline using the same data. We let all participants select the top 3 hotels they would like to book and share their reasons and selection strategies. We set the second and the third goals to understand how people use our design and whether their decisions can be affected by the bias-aware design. For the result, for the awareness, we measure it by a post-study questionnaire. And the lower scores means people have a higher awareness of the unbalanced distribution of the data. The results show that bias-aware design increased people's awareness significantly of all kinds of information. And people were more sensitive to the distribution of emotions and the reviewers' background with our design. From participants' qualitative feedback and their operations recorded on our website, we also found that the bias-aware design makes people think more comprehensively by taking both negative and positive reviews together. While people in the baseline may not consider the may only consider the negative reviews. In addition, with the transparent distribution, people less rely on the rating distribution to make decisions with our design, and they tend to refer to the opinions from professional reviewers. For the results of selection, although there is no significance between the two conditions, some participants report that their decisions were affected by the bias-aware design, and they tend to select the hotel with slightly biased distributions. Overall, in this paper, we provide a transparent bias-aware design for informed decisions. More studies can be done for different scenarios with different data sizes in the future. And we recommend using the unintrusive designs to raise people's awareness and assist their decision-making. Thank you for listening. I'm happy to take questions.